Alright, so we're going to play around with variables a little bit more and see the true power of them. Um, so we're going to go to Replit. We're going to do a new REPL, Python, and we're going to name this coin flip. And you're going to hit create. So if you know anything about variables in Python, it's simply like this, right? We give a name on the left-hand side, so I could do, my name. And you set it equals to a value, either a string or an integer. So an integer would be something like 1 or 10 or 100, 1100, or a string would just be something in quotes. Now you can use either single or double quotes, it doesn't matter, like that, okay? So let me just show you two variables, my name, my age, right, maybe I'm 1,000 years old, right? So that's how you define a variable. It's you name it on the left-hand side, right-hand side is what's inside of it. So let's make a little coin flip game here. And it's really easy, okay? So in my Python program, first thing we're going to do is type this, import random, okay? You can just hit enter. Now, all that does is give Python a little bit more power, okay? We're saying to Python, hey, introduce a bunch of new things based on random numbers. And that might not just make too much sense, but don't worry about that line. Just do import random. Okay? Now, let's make a game where we flip a coin and get a result. So it's very simple. I'm going to make a variable, and I can really name it anything, but you tend to want to make them name the name something that makes sense. So I'm just going to name it coin, okay? And I'm going to set it equals to, and since we're doing a coin flip, we're going to do something special here. We're going to put brackets in, okay? And then inside the brackets, we're just simply going to list the sides of a coin. And we have to do that with quotes. So I'm going to put a quote here and do heads. I might want to capitalize it if I want. And then I'm going to come out of the quotes, do a comma, and then put another quote and do tails. Okay? So all this tells Python is saying that, hey, inside the coin variable, I want you to make a list of things. I could do heads or tails. Okay? And again, because these are strings in Python, they need to be in quotes. Okay? Just remember that. Numbers do not need to be in quotes. Any text you put in usually needs to be in quotes. So I just have said to Python, hey, import the random library, it's called. It's like checking a book out on, if you go to the library, you check a book out on bugs, you might not know anything about bugs, but after you read that book, you might know a lot about bugs. Python's the same way. I don't know my program didn't know anything about random numbers, but I imported the random library, and guess what? Now Python can do stuff with random numbers. Here I said, hey, let's set our coin variable equal to a list of things, so heads and tails. And now on the line below, all we're going to do is we're going to print, and this is where this random library comes into effect now. So I'm going to do a print in parentheses like I usually do, but I want it to print randomly either heads or tails. So the way this is done is we just type this, random dot choice. And then we do another set of parentheses, and we're going to put in the word coin. So I want you to think about this. It's not as crazy as it looks. So I'm importing the random library, I'm setting a coin equal to either heads or tails, and then I'm going to tell Python to print out a random choice from the coin variable. In other words, one of these. So read that back. I'm printing a random choice from the variable called coin up here, and the only thing that's in coin is either heads or tails. So now let's hit run. If you did it correctly, it should print tails. If you run it again, it's all random. So, you know, tails, tails, heads, tails, tails. So it's going to be random for each one of us. That's the beauty of the random stuff in Python. Okay? So it's that easy, all right? However, I might not want to do it that way, because let's just say that I eventually have more than one coin. What if I want to make a program that flips multiple coins? Okay, so I don't want to write all this code out every single time I want to flip a coin. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do something called a function. And a function just makes it so that you only have to write this one time, and then you can just do one line of code to make it happen over and over again. So really easy. All we're going to do here is just do the following. Def stands for define. And then we're going to name this function. And just go with me here because it's a little confusing at first. So I'm just going to name it coin flip. And you can name it whatever you want, okay? So you do def and then coin. And notice I'm using an underscore here. Coin underscore flip. And then I'm just going to go parentheses, open and close, and a colon. And then what you need to do is, you can put it like I have it. We're going to just click on these and hit tab twice. And I want you to look at this. So this is called a function. Now, what we've done in here, we've really just indented. We've only added one line. We've indented this. Now, anything indented in here is part of the coin flip function. And again, what a function is that I've defined the function here, and when I run it, these two lines of code are going to be executed whenever I run it. So how do you run functions? So you've made it. Make sure you type all this. You add this part to it. When I come down here, and I'm going to hit backspace to make sure I'm outside of it. Remember, anything indented is in it. Anything outside of it is outside of it. So I'm going to come here, and I'm just going to write the name of the function now. Coin flip. And do quotes. Not quotes, parentheses. So, and I made an error. There we go. Coin flip. So notice I did coin underscore flip. I don't do the colons again. So now watch, when I hit run, it's going to look the same, okay? But where the real beauty of this is now, if I want to flip two identical coins, watch this, coin flip, again, I hit run. Oh, look at that. I can now flip two coins, and notice this. Look at how they're alternating now. So I'm flipping two coins here, and two coins are flipping. So one might be getting heads, one might be getting tails, and so on. Okay? So I could add another coin if I want. Whoops, I don't want to press that. If I do coin flip again, look at that. Now I'm flipping three coins. So heads, heads, heads. What are the odds of that? Now, do I need to do it this way, where I call all three down here? So I'm repeating this. I'm saying, hey, this is the coin flip function. Do 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 I need to do it that way? No, I can do it a little bit of a different way. What I can do here is, if I wanted to add more coins up here, I would simply just do something like this. I would just take these and copy and paste. Let's say I want to add 3 coins. The only thing I would do different is, if I make 3 different coins, I would do coin 1, coin 2, coin 3. And then you obviously have to change it here. 1, 2, 3. And then all I need to do is just call the function once, because, and if you understand this, I just added 3 coins instead of calling the function down here over and over and over again. So if I hit run now, it's not going to be any different. I just put it in the function instead of calling it 3 times down here. So this is going to be confusing. What I'm going to do is try this, okay? If it is confusing, I will post, it's going to be confusing for some of you, so just bear with me. I'm going to post a more detailed video about functions later in the week. So hold your questions till I post the second video, because I think that may clear it up. So this is how we make our variables here a little bit more powerful. Variables don't just need to hold, simple things like your name and a number. We can use variables to do more fancy things. So this has been our little coin flip game.